my point in just a moment. I need a second here. I got a printer next to this computer, okay? And I implore you all to just bear with me, and I guarantee you the transition to it will make sense, okay? The transition to the show. I have a printer next to my computer here. Now, I have been told that it has worked in the past. It has been a very successful printer used in our family. Look at me. It's been used in our family for generations. This printer works. No. Recently, this printer has been used. It works. I've seen it work. I've seen it be, printing ink and stuff. So I bought new ink cartridges thinking that the ink on this thing was low. I've done printer cleaning. I've done all this crap to get this printer to work, and it acts like it's going to print crap. Does the whole washing thing. It wipes all the color, and then it comes out and the paper's still blank. Like these guys, I've been trying to print something for some time now. All of it's blank, okay? For all my audio listeners, I just threw up 3 blank pieces of paper that came from this freaking printer, and it's ticked me off. And I've been so damn ticked off as of late. Part of the reason because the NFL owners have met recently over the past 24 to 48 hours regarding one play, the Philadelphia Eagles tush push, and because every other team is a bunch of pansies, they can't figure out a way to stop this play. They are trying to find a way to ban it altogether. And the Packers, the Green Bay Packers, you overrated ass organization. Yeah, I said it. Okay, I'm not going to be apologetic in this episode. I'm going to sound like an arrogant ass Philadelphia Eagles fan, okay? Normally, I pride myself on being objective and being level-headed. Not today. Not the type of tea that I'm going to drink today. I'm going to kick the crap out of anybody who has to sit here and suggest that this play be banned, okay? Now, listen, I am also not going to sit here and complain if the play does get banned, that Philadelphia's season all of a sudden is turned to kaput. It don't mean a damn thing. Philadelphia is dominant in this play in short yardage situations, no matter who gets the freaking ball. Whether it was Carson Wentz, whether it's Jalen Hurts, whether it's Saquon Barkley, whomever you want to give the freaking ball to, third and short don't mean shit to Philadelphia. But the fact that this Green Bay Packers organization, you bunch of freaking pansies, people talk about you're from the frozen tundra and you got all this tough, rugged environment, when literally for the past decade, all I've seen this team trot out is the softest freaking team in the NFL that is a perennial playoff contender. It absolutely nauseates me. Anyway, this team, the Green Bay Packers, have suggested to ban the play altogether, and 16 of the 32 teams, their owners, are backing the Green Bay Packers on the suggestion. One of them being the Buffalo Bills, and Sean McDermott has been cited and used the excuse of the concern of players' safety is why we are considering banning this play. Shut the fuck up! You have been the Buffalo Bills head coach. You have Josh Allen, and I've seen you run this play. You try to use Josh Allen like a damn bouldering ram, and you have done so successfully, except against the very Kansas City Chiefs, who we just trounced in the Super Bowl. And you ran that play 5 freaking times. And because you're so tone deaf on offense, Sean McDermott, again, I respect you as a coach. I'm not trying to insult football intelligence here, but let's be real. Those of you who were watching that freaking game knew every time when they lined up in that position, 1, what they were going to run, 2, where they were going to run it, and 3, literally the Kansas City Chiefs just loaded the one side of the line and they let the play happen. And obviously Josh Allen wasn't going to convert a third and fourth and short when literally 8 of the freaking Kansas City Chiefs defensive players are lined up on one side of the damn field virtually. No, but that is a play that causes injury. It is a play. We are concerned about player safety. Give me a fucking break, okay? And listen, I'm gonna get into why all of that is such BS and why all of that just means you're a freaking priss and you're a damn pansy, and forgive the derogatory terms here, okay? Again, I'm going to sound like an arrogant, obnoxious ass Philadelphia Eagle fan, okay? That's what I'm going to do. Because you know what this is? This is an Eagles podcast, particularly the Riding the Bench Eagles podcast. I'm your host, Asif Badi, and I am a Birds fan. And particularly today, I am an obnoxious and absolutely insufferable Philadelphia Eagles fan. And I talk about the Birds, only the Birds, and nothing but the Philadelphia Eagles. So if you're an Eagle fan out there and you like jackasses, help us grow this channel organically by shooting this video a thumbs up, commenting your thoughts in the comment section below, and subscribing to the channel because it helps me get out to as many other obnoxious ass Eagle fans out there on the World Wide Web. And if you're on audio platforms, please be safe while driving, but also leave a 5-star review when you have the chance. Pull over, leave a nice comment there. It helps me out there on podcasts like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Okay, because in the end, doing all those things for an obnoxious ass guy like me doesn't cost you a thing. And in today's climate, in a very sensitive climate, in a very expensive climate, free shit sounds pretty damn good. Whether you want to rip me, whether you want to like me, subscribe to the channel and comment your thoughts, because I would love to hear what your perspective is on this play. We thank you for your overall support to the channel. The Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills are a bunch of frickin' pansies. You are. Suggesting that we have to be able to get rid of this play because no one else can run it and trying to disguise it as a safety issue. No wonder. No freaking wonder your teams have not won a fucking Super Bowl in years. Buffalo Bills, I don't think you've ever won the Super Bowl. You've been to 4, you lost all 4. The Green Bay Packers, since Aaron Rodgers left, your team, not even since Aaron Rodgers left, ever since Aaron Rodgers won his Super Bowl in 2012, for the better part of my football life, your fucking team, your Green Bay Packers, have had this persona of being this prestigious and very well-run organization. And again, you're good. I'm not denying your talent. I'm not denying the 10-win seasons that you guys have had. You guys are well-run, 100%. But don't tell me that you guys are tough. You're not. Not compared to some of the other teams in the NFC. Perennial playoff contenders every year. And your teams are one of the teams that I never put my money on in the playoffs because you're a bunch of softies when it comes to NFL football comparatively to other teams in your conference. And that attitude on the field is reflected upon this meeting that you have. We don't like the play. We can't do it like you. So we want to get rid of the play. And then Buffalo, the ball's on you. It's a safety concern. Give me a break. You've ran this play so much with Josh Allen. And the fact you can't freaking run it correctly or are so tone deaf on offense, you can't figure out another way to add a little spin and a little nuance to it. And you got your ass embarrassed in the AFC title game because of this play and your lack of execution. You want to get rid of it altogether and just make it a freaking side note. How about you buckle up your chin straps, nut the hell up, and play some freaking football? Why can't we do that? Why does it all of a sudden, if things are not going the way we want it to, we have to somehow make a change so that everybody gets a freaking medal? What happened to winning and losing? That's what makes football excellent. It's the fact that there's always one outcome to the game, whether you win or whether you lose, whether you could stop another man imposing their will on you or whether you can impose your will on another man. That's the NFL. And Philadelphia, with this play, It's so inevitable. The second they line up, teams on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage start to shake their knees. They quiver at it, basically. And they can't stop it. Now, it ain't our fault. It's not our fault that, other teams don't invest in the personnel needed to run this play. Not our fault that your quarterback doesn't want to run a QB sneak, Kansas City. It's not our fault, Buffalo Bills, that your quarterback can't run this play at a successful rate. It's not our fault that our offensive line is just better than yours. Philadelphia has invested the resources, dedicated the time, and have the personnel to go ahead and run this play at a high clip. And what's ironic about this play, what's so damn ironic, is that the greatest quarterback to ever play this game, Tom Brady, okay? Tom Miss Patrick Edward frickin' Brady made a career out of being the smartest guy on the field and using the quarterback sneak to convert 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts, goal line touchdowns. That's what he used to do. He would call the hurry up, line up in shotgun, pretend to make an audible, go under center, and then bam, quarterback sneak, get the first down, move the chains, and get another drive in. Nobody complained when Thomas Brady was doing it because everybody was freaking licking the chops of the guy. Basically, whenever that guy pissed on your back, you called it rain. And I love Brady. I do. But no, Philadelphia, this team runs the play so well. Jalen Hurts runs the play so well. The NFL can't handle it. They can't stop it, so they need to ban it. And then people try to diminish what the team's accomplishments are because of the play. Hey, Jalen Hurts has 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. Yeah, but 10 of them are from goal line tush pushes. Who gives a shit? The man isn't the whole objective of the game to get in the damn end zone and put points on the board and then win the game? And the only way you win the game is by you scoring more than the opposing team. That's what you do. And I can guarantee you, if other teams had plays that ran at a 90% clip success rate, there is no team in the NFL that's going to sit there and look at it and say, hey, we need to find a way to stop that. No. It's because you're acting like a bunch of pansies and you're so jealous and envious of this team being able to run this play so successfully. You have to take it out of the game completely just so you have a shot. Excuse me, audience. I'm going to take a sip of water from my big-ass gallon of, my big jug over here. The video audience is looking at this contraption, and they're like, what the hell am I looking at? You're looking at a gallon jug here. For my radio audience, I'm just sipping water. That sip, as refreshing as it was more like a chug. Anyway, point being is, the NFL owners are trying to meet to ban this play, and more likely than not, they're going to ban this play. Now, does this mean that Philadelphia's reign of dominance is all of a sudden halted? No, it's not. What it will signify, though, is just how soft society and the NFL have become. That's what it's going to signify. And I know I'm not somebody who tries to bring otherworldly topics into the conversation regarding the Eagles and football, but can you not tell me that this conversation amongst the NFL owners is not a reflection on society today? I don't like the way this is. I don't like the way it looks. Take it out of here. It doesn't please me. Oh, I'm watching this play. It is very ugly. I don't like it. Get it out of the game. Get it out of the game. And I know the video audience, the radio audience is listening and looking at this, and they're like, this is the most ridiculous guy I think I've seen on the internet. Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe I am. I told you I'd be an obnoxious fan today. It's such bullshit to sit here and say, because I can't stop somebody from doing something in the game within the rules, that all of a sudden we have to get rid of the play just so I have a fair chance. Go screw yourself. Get to the gym, put on a little weight, buckle your straps, play some football. That's what you really need to do. Instead of complaining about this play, find a way to stop it. How about that? When Brady does it, no one has an issue. When the Philadelphia Eagles are successful at it, all of a sudden it becomes a problem. And again, if you get rid of this play, all we will do is just run a regular quarterback sneak, and then we'll be just as successful at this play. It won't matter. And if it's not the quarterback sneak, it'll just be a handoff to Saquon Barkley, who, again, good luck stopping with the head of steam. Oh, good God almighty. One last thing. And again, I said it before. Anyone who suggests that we need to get rid of this play, one, for safety reasons, but two, because of an aesthetic thing, let me remind you what exactly you're watching. You're watching football. There is nothing pretty about football. The whole point of football is to drive other men backwards, kick their ass, and put points on the board. And because you're sitting there, I mean, look how absolutely, entitled we sound here. We're talking about this play, and we're talking about this as it's a major problem. I get it. I understand. I have perspective in that front. But in terms of NFL fandom and watching the game, I don't like this play. It's not aesthetically pleasing. I mean, it looks too much like rugby, huh? It looks too much like rugby. I'm not here to watch rugby. I'm here to watch football. Fuck you. Okay, Ma, I'm sorry if you're listening to this. Anyone else who's offended by the derogatory language, I apologize. But fuck you, okay? Oh, I don't like this. It's ugly. Not aesthetically pleasing. This is not football. This is not what I signed up for. I wanted to watch the game, and I wanted it to be pretty. I wanted it to be very, very nice. Y'all shut the fuck up, honestly. I mean, give me a break, okay? Who the fuck watches football for the aesthetic? Are you kidding me? I don't care that it doesn't make good TV. You know what's not good TV? When teams get their asses kicked. That's not good TV. But you know what we do? We sit here and we watch it every week because it's NFL, okay? The NFL has always been king. You know what's not aesthetically pleasing? Thursday night fucking football. You know what's not aesthetically pleasing? These London games that the NFL tries to promote every year. You know what's not aesthetically pleasing? Watching the NFL say we are worried about NFL player safety and then promote 16, 17, 18-week schedules here. Playing extra games over the week. Playing extra games over the season. Having less time in training camp. Less practice time. That's not pleasing to watch. But no, it's this play. This is the play that's ugly. This is the play that brings that's turning away eyeballs all of a sudden. Who the fuck is turning away from the NFL screen? Huh? Who the hell is turning their. Yeah. I'm not watching football no more. They're running the tush push. Get it out of here. Don't want to watch it. I'm sorry that your team, whoever you root for, if you're not an Eagle fan, I'm sorry that your team is not able to execute this play. I'm sorry you don't have the offensive line investment from your owner and your GM in order to execute this play. I'm sorry that your head coach doesn't spend time week after week after week prepping and coaching and designing this play and nuances off this play. I'm sorry that your team doesn't have a quarterback who could squat 600 pounds to be able to run this play. And I'm sorry that your team doesn't have an all-pro running back who could squat virtually the same, if not more than my quarterback, to run short yardage plays if need be, if this play somehow is canned. Don't blame the Philadelphia Eagles for your ineptitude, for your bitterness, for your jealousy, for your softness. Look in the fucking mirror. And what you need to do is build a team. Hey, Green Bay, build a team that doesn't fold like a cheap tent in the playoffs due to their freaking lack of toughness. For the better part of my football life, I have watched teams like the Green Bay Packers, who play outside in the frozen tundra, look soft as shit when the postseason comes. Buffalo, win a big game in the playoffs before suggesting leveling the playing field. You bunch of pansies. You want to talk about trying to freaking. People complain that the Chiefs and the Eagles try to change the rules for their side. Look at the Buffalo Bills. Every freaking recent rule change that I have seen in the NFL recently has somehow involved that team, because they have this love affair with Josh Allen, who I like. I like Josh Allen. Great player. But holy fuck, how many freaking times does this league have to give you shit on a platter? How many times do the rules have to bend and change for your team to be successful? Get on the field, buckle your chin strap, and if you have a problem with this play, go ahead and stop it. And guess what? Even if you do ban this play, even if you go ahead and get this play out of the game, bless myself, thank you. I sound like Quentin Williams, right? If somehow you get this play out of the game, you realize third and shorts are just going to be handoffs to Saquon Barkley. And then half of those rushing touchdowns that people think are overrated by Jalen Hurts all of a sudden just go to the running backs. And we still put up the same amount of points. Still have the same success rate in short yardage situations. You know? You're missing the forest from the trees here, guys. It's not a safety concern. It's not an aesthetic issue. The reason that these NFL owners are complaining about this play is because they can't run it as well as Philadelphia, and they're jealous. So they had to gather up their friends, put a meeting together, and try to ban the play altogether. Because all of these NFL owners, a lot of these NFL teams, have gotten soft. They've gotten very, very soft. And that's the reason, ladies and gentlemen, why this play is probably going to get banned, because the NFL has gotten softer and softer and softer. Until then, the play is alive and well. They need 24 out of 32 owners to say yes to this rule change. I know they have 16 and probably will change it. But until you get 24 people to say yes, there's only one way other teams are going to be able to stop the quarterback sneak that Philadelphia runs. And that's to nut the fuck up, line up, and play some fucking football. Grow a pair and stop the play yourself. And once you start doing that, I can guarantee you Philadelphia won't be running that play as much. But until you find an answer for it, we're going to keep running it. And we're going to kick your ass doing it.
Hey! Thank you so much for watching the Riding the Bench Eagles podcast. If you want to continue to support the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. Also, check us out on Instagram and TikTok at Riding the Bench Eagles Pod. We're also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, you name it, we're on there. Thank you so much for listening, and please join us next time here at the Riding the Bench Eagles podcast.